Hello everyone, my name is Jason, and this is the series where I play chess every day until I get to a rating of 1,500 on chess.com Rapid. Today's day 37, and looks like we're playing with the white pieces. Let's open with d4. I've been playing the Jobava London with the white pieces. So we're attacking this pawn. Often they go knight here to defend, and then I bring my bishop out. We started this series at 1,000 elo, and we're at 1,074. We lost a game yesterday. That was very unfortunate. I had an opportunity, and I didn't take advantage of it. I was calculating the moves, and I even said what the move should have been, but I made the wrong move, and unfortunate. So we're going to try to be a bit more careful today and make sure we consider all our options. Okay, so we're putting knight on f4. Right now we have this target here. We're setting up a knight move to attack this pawn. They can defend either with this or this. If they put the knight out there, that's usually not a good plan for black. But we'll see. I feel like a lot of people know about this attack. Okay, so he's just going to push his e-pawn, e6. I think I could still do this, because he'll defend with knight there, and then if he pushes me back, I'll go here, and then I could trade off that piece. So I'll go here. If he doesn't, I still have this attack then. I think he'll likely defend with knight to a6, and then I'll just push this pawn. Okay. So let's see here. I think I just trade. He takes with the pawn. So I guess this is just a chance to mess up his pawn structure a little bit. Maybe there's a better move to do here than just taking the bishop, but I feel like I take the bishop here. Oh, I think I take with the knight, and then, the point is that he defends with the bishop. I take with the knight, and now I have a bishop pair, and he only has his light square bishop. So I think I take here with the knight on d6. He has to take with the pawn, because otherwise he'll lose the queen here. And then we're just going to go e3 and continue development. Probably going to castle queenside. Usually with the Jobava, you end up attacking on the king side here. All right, let's go e3. So he might push this pawn. If he pushes this pawn, then I'll end up winning a piece. So actually, no, he can't push that quite yet. Go e3. Probably going to put our knight here on f3, go bishop to d3. Maybe to b5 actually. Okay, he puts his knight out. So I can go bishop here to d5, pinning the knight, but then he might just kick it, because I don't think I want to trade it off. See, maybe first I'll go knight to f3 to add another defender to this square, the e5 square. So now if he pushes, I'll still end up on top for the trades. By the way, guys, if you've been enjoying this series, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've been growing, and it's exciting. It's fun interacting with you guys in the comments, so leave a comment. If you guys have any advice on what I can do to learn to play better chess, I'd love to hear it, because I probably miss a lot of moves. So leave a comment. Leave a comment. I have some green tea today. Okay, he goes h6. Is he planning on attacking the bishop maybe? Well, if he does, I'll just go down here, and I think that's fine. I think I need to develop this bishop as my next best move. Bishop to b5 maybe. And then if he attacks, is bishop to d3 too passive? Because I kind of want to do bishop to d3. Because I don't really want to trade off my bishop. And if I go here, he'll probably push it back. And then I'll end up on b3, and he'll have two pawns advancing on my queen side where I'm going to castle. So I don't know if I really want to do that. I think I'll go d3. Because if he ends up castling king side, I have my both bishops lined up on this side here. Probably bring my queen up to set up a battery along this dark square diagonal. But yeah, I think after this, I'm going to move my queen and castle. That's the plan. Okay, So he's advancing his pawns on his king side, attacking my bishop here. So I think I'll go g3. And then if he keeps pushing, I'll just push this pawn. That's fine. So let's go. I mean, I think it's my only move. What else am I going to do? So let's go g3 here. Bring our bishop to safety. If he continues pushing his h-pawn, we'll just have to meet it with our pawn and trade here, which is fine. It'll open up the file for the rook, and we'll be attacking the knight at the same time with the bishop. So I think that's not his best move. So currently, just trying to analyze this position here, I think I have better development. His light square bishop is kind of trapped. This rook isn't coming out anytime soon. He hasn't castled yet, but even if he does, his king is much more exposed than mine. Okay. So he's putting his knight on e4. So if I take, he takes. I have to move this knight. Or I just let this trade, let him take this, and then I open up my rook. Those are the two options. This is a bit of an annoying knight, though. Okay, so if I take and he puts his pawn there, I can put my knight here, and we'll be applying a lot of pressure to this pawn. We could potentially win a pawn that way. But then he could just push this pawn to defend it. Maybe we just put our queen here, let him trade this. We put our queen here. Okay, if I put queen here, is there any tricks he can do with his knight? I don't really think so. He can't take here. He'll probably take this, which I think I'm okay with just taking with my pawn there. If he goes here or here, those are both dangerous squares for him. He still has this knight move, attacking this bishop, but that's fine. It'll be defended. I kind of like queen to e2 here. I'm setting up my castling. I'm inviting him to take this bishop. If I go queen e2 and he pushes this pawn, yeah, I still have way more attackers on square than he does. Okay, let's go queen to e2. I think that should be good. He pushes this pawn, so now he's threatening to attack this bishop again. So this is not hanging. It's defended by the queen. Do I do this? If I do this, he takes. I have to take with this pawn. If I go here, this square is defended 1, 2, 3 times. So I don't need to worry about this attack. So if I go here, 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 I'll be attacking the queen. If I push this and he takes with the knight first, I just take back, and I think we're still okay. It's still defended. So I think I'll go h4. Let's go h4. If he takes with the pawn, we'll take with the bishop with an attack on the queen. If he takes my bishop first, I'll just take with my f-pawn. And this is still defended. He might push this way, attacking the knight then. I could put it here, I guess. It's pretty good. Then he'll probably just kick it. I also have knight to d2 to make this trade happen. Okay, he checks my king with queen to a5. So now this pawn is hanging if he trades this. Keep that in mind. I think I just defend with c3, right? If I go c3, he can't take this. I don't think this really sets anything up. And I'm also taking this square away from the knight then. I'm not sure this check really does anything. I mean, it is unfortunate that I'm pushing the c pawn. It's going to weaken my king a little bit, but I think c3 is fine. The other option, I guess, is put my knight here blocking. But I think c3 is nice because it's also preventing him from pushing this knight up here. So let's do c3. And get ready to castle. I don't know. We might even castle kingside because his queen's here now. So it might make more sense to castle the other way. Yeah, it looks like he's creating all sorts of weaknesses here. After moving his queen, this pawn is now more exposed. Okay, so he wants to trade. Okay, so I think the idea is here is that if I take this, he's going to go here, forking my king and rook. Is there a way to defend against that? He goes here with a fork. Maybe I just castle first. No, I can't because my queen is under attack. So take with check. This blocks it, but then I lose the rook. Yeah, I think if I take this, I'm going to end up losing this rook. Is there a way to defend it? I can't really see it if there is. Maybe I go queen to d2, threatening to take this. Because then it's going to defend this square if he ends up pushing there. And then if he goes back, we can trade. And then trade here. And then I win this pawn. And we'll end up even on material. But there's probably something I'm not calculating here. So if I go d2, where can he go with his knight? He can go here. If he goes here, I take the queen, trade, and then I win the rook. So he can't go there. He can go here. I'll win the rook, win the knight, I mean. He can go here, here, or just back. Can't go to these squares. Let's go queen to d2, I think. This is kind of a scary position, though. I'm worried that I'm not seeing something here. But I think taking with the pawn is the wrong move because this is a fork and I can't block it and defend the rook at the same time. So I think let's go queen to d2. And I think we're going to castle kingside when we get the chance. We need to connect the rooks. Okay, he went knight back to e4. So I think my plan is I do this trade, and then I take this, and this pawn is hanging, and then and then this pawn is exposed as well. Let me see if I'm missing something. So take this, and this pawn is hanging as well. So then we're gonna be back even on material. And he has a weakness here on d6 that if he doesn't address, I will take that on the next move. And if he pushes this pawn, I can't take that because it's defended. But okay, I think the correct move here is just to trade queens right now. So let's take the queen. We're going to trade, and now I think we take this knight. And then he's going to take with the pawn, and then we win this pawn here. So now we're back even on material. This pawn is currently hanging. If he doesn't do something about it, we're going to take that on the next move. He might push this to kick my knight. If he does that, this pawn is hanging. So he has a lot of weaknesses here. Interesting. King to e7. I wonder why he did that. Probably defend this pawn, but this pawn is still hanging, so I think I'll just take this, right? I think we just take e4. This is check. That does not accomplish anything, though. Yeah, let's just take... Oh, I almost just moved that on accident. Let's take on e4. So now we're up a pawn. And I think we're going to castle soon. Get my king to safety. And continue our attack. This is going pretty well, I think. Now this pawn is exposed as well, because I have 2 attacks. I can hit it with a check. Okay. This makes sense. He's kicking the knight away. Is there any trick I can do here with a check? I don't really think so. He can just go here, and then I have to move my knight, and then I'm going to lose a piece. So I think I just moved the knight, right? If I go here, he can push this. Perhaps I go to c3. Let's go knight to c3. Yeah, that's pretty good. We'll put pressure on this pawn. Yeah, let's go knight to c3. Just keep it steady. Keep the piece safe. Okay, he goes knight to c4. He's threatening to take this pawn right now. So I could just kick the knight, in which case he can go here or here. Or I defend it with rook to b1. What's the better way to do this? If I go here, am I worried about him going here? I don't think so. If I go here and he goes there and I go there, he can't go there. It's like almost trapped. He doesn't really have many good moves here with that knight. So I think I'll just go b3, attacking the knight. None of these are checks. He can go here, but then I think I just castle. Okay, so he goes a3. That's fine. This is a fork now, so I think I just castle. And then he can't fork my pieces. I'm just going to castle here. Yeah. What's the castle? I'm going to have rook here. He can go there. Yeah, there's nothing really to worry about. I think I'll castle. Okay, I kind of want to go rook to c1 to take control of this file. Lining up with the bishop as well. Or I can go, well, if I go here, that's another fork. So I think I'll go c1. Take control of this open file. Now he can't go here either. Don't have to worry about that fork anymore. Okay. He puts his bishop on d7. He has this diagonal. Nothing he can really do with any of these. I think I kind of want to go e2 and push this pawn. And just start advancing my pieces here. Yeah, let's go e1, I mean. Can't go here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about. I'll go e1. Line up with the king. Get my rooks on more optimal files. Okay, so he's defending this pawn again. So if I go here, take, even trade. I'll be isolating this pawn though, if I do that. Then I can push this. Take. If he takes, it's just an even trade. But I have this open file where I can infiltrate with the rook. I think I'm going to go e4. Yeah, let's go e4. Yeah, let's see. So he takes, I take, he takes, I take. And then I can, if he doesn't move his king, well, I can go actually check first and take this pawn. So I'll win another pawn if we do all the trades. If he doesn't take, then I just take here. Okay, let's see. That's not what I was expecting. So let's say I take. I'm going to take with an attack on the bishop. He can't take with the pawn. If he takes, then I take with check. And he can't take with the pawn because it'll expose his king. So it'd be like this, and then I'm up a piece, right? But if I do this, he takes my knight. Then I can take the bishop. He moves the knight, and then I'm up a pawn that way. I think I take here. I think I take. If he takes here, I just win a bishop. If he takes here, I take this, and this is under attack. And then I take this with a threat on the rook, so I'll be winning a pawn that way. So I take here with check. So now we're just up a bishop, because he can't take with this pawn. It is pinned by the rook. If he moves back here, that's almost a fork. I mean, it is a fork, but he can trade, which I'll probably do anyway, just to continue to reduce the pieces on the board and maintain our advantage. Okay, so he chooses to go king to d7. And it makes sense because he probably doesn't want this fork to happen. So what's our best way to progress here? I'm tempted to go bishop to e5, because if he takes the knight, I have this fork. Well, actually, this is just an attack on the rook anyway, actually. So I kind of want to go bishop to e5. This pawn is hanging right now, so this will also defend it. If he takes this, then I win a rook. So let's go bishop to e5. If he takes the knight, we take the rook. The pawn is defended. We now centralized our bishop to a much stronger square. Okay, he goes knight h6. Knight h6, okay. So I need to do something with this knight right now. I kind of want to go here attacking the rook, because he'll probably trade, and trading is good for me right now. If I go here and he goes here, well, he can't because his, well, yeah, if I go here and he goes here, I'll take the knight. Yeah, he's probably just going to have to trade. So if I go here, he'll go there, and we just trade pieces. And he can't take back because it's defended by the knight or the rook. So let's go knight to c7. We only have 1 minute, so I need to move a little faster. But we have a strong material advantage. We're down a little bit of time, but we should be able to make it work. So let's trade. And then let's go to maybe here, hitting the rook. I can go here with check, and I can win this pawn on b7. This is not a threat right now. If he goes here, I can win this pawn. Okay, so I'll go here, take the b7 pawn. I can go check. I'm not sure what that accomplishes though, but let's do it. Check. We're defending the... Okay, now we can win this pawn as well. And this is check again. Okay, so he's lining up the rooks. Does that accomplish anything for him? I just push this, right? And we're good. I think if I just push to here, I'm okay. Yeah. He can't push any pawns. If he takes, I just take, and he takes. Well, it's also defended by the bishops. This square is very defended. Everything here is defended. Everything's very solid. So I can go here, take this pawn, and then just start pushing to finish the game. Wait, was this checkmate? No, nearly. Okay, so if I go here, let's see, check. He can go here. He's threatening this pawn, I guess. If I go check and he goes here, what do I do? Do I just go back here and take? Oh, he left the game. Okay. Let's check out the review. We played at a 79.1. That's pretty good. Okay, this is pretty normal Jobava London. So we took the bishop there with our knight, so we have the bishop pair. And we just continue development. Looks like most of our moves here were optimal, which is nice. Okay, so it wanted me to trade this right away. Okay. We just defend. Okay, so this was the trick here. So if I had taken here, yeah, xc3, and then there's no way for me to defend, right? I just lose the... Okay, yeah. So I'm glad I spotted that tactic. He took there. I moved the queen. Found the best move there. We traded. I take. That wasn't the best move? Huh. Well, I guess it's because he can kick the knight. And he can defend this piece. I'm actually kind of confused why that knight move is an inaccuracy. Okay, and he threw a material through a fork. What's the fork? Oh, I see. So then I could have taken this, he takes, and then I win the rook. I did not notice that tactic. Okay. We castled there. Yeah, so when he moved this knight here, that was not his best move. He should have just traded pieces right away, because then I was able to win that bishop. See if I'm here. It was saying he should have just taken, but he would have lost the rook there, so it makes sense that he didn't. Yeah, at this point... Yeah, this was a checkmate here, huh? Let's see, check, moves, take, oh, take up there. Oh, I see, yeah. Yeah, and then he resigned. It was a pretty good game. We had some tactics. We saw the tactic our opponent was trying to set up, and we refuted it. And then we spotted our own tactic when our opponent made a mistake, and got a material advantage and won the game. This was a good one. Thanks for watching today, guys. God bless. Adios. Bye-bye.